Hey friends, here we are back at the log cabin. For all the naysayers, they were talking about all the gaps that we're going to open up. There's no more gaps than there were originally. There aren't. A couple things I wanted to point out today. The logs are drying nice and starting to check a little here and there. That's fantastic. Don't have any issue with that. There are, as I mentioned, no gaps opening where there weren't already gaps. We do plan to chink this once it dries a little bit more. Over on the south facing wall, same thing. There's a little bit more checking because it's got a little bit more sun. These logs are balsam fir. Being a softwood, they're not going to check as much as, say, birch or poplar would. This side looks really good too. Again, really happy with the way all the logs are drying. Some nice checking, nothing crazy. Even my upside down notches are doing fantastic. You know, I kind of figured they would, but nobody knows for sure till you build it. I'm going to want to put some fascia boards across the front and some soffit underneath, tie it all in. And then I also wanted to go around the outside here and extend it with a sheet of poly all the way around. We're going to build a little greenhouse back here for Mom so she can have her flowers and stuff in. But in order to do all of that, we got to mill some more lumber. I'm going to go get the sawmill, bring it back here. I've been using it on some other projects, so I'm going to bring it back here. Then I guess the next stage is to build somewhere. We need something to put lumber in. Milled, drying, wood, shed for drying wood, mill. Now the boards in this pile are a prime example of why we need to build a lumber drying shed. If you look at this plank, you can see where it has clearly split in the sun. It dries too fast in the sun and it'll split down the grain. So I'm gonna have to trim this up. Basically, it's gonna be mostly garbage. Firewood. Okay. And this one too, got a little too much heat, a little too quickly, so it started to split. I'll be able to save more off of that. But if you look at these ones that were not in the direct sunlight, probably got a little bit of mold on them, a little bit of mildew. That's no big deal. But the idea is they haven't split. They're in really good shape. They haven't warped at all, and that's because they weren't in the direct sunlight. That's gross. But a little bit of vinegar and water will clear that up. Minor detail. The point is, we need a freshly milled lumber drying shed. I have found this grouping of balsam fir trees. This one, that one, and that one. I figure instead of digging a post hole and then dropping a post in the ground, that's already been done. I want to do something cool. I'm going to use these balsam fir trees right where they are. These are going to be perfect to build a shed. And I like the idea of building a pole barn, a standing pole barn, with trees that are actually in the ground. Quiet please, I'm trying to shoot for the channel. What I'm gonna do is climb up a ladder and cut them off around 10 feet high. We'll notch and put in some stringers that we can put a floor on. That way we can keep the wood off the ground and out of the elements. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Now that we've got the sawmill out at the cabin, we can finish up all the stuff that needs to get done. There's the soffit, the fascia, the ceiling. I think I want to redo the flooring too. A lot of the stuff that was done with the cabin was, on top of the fact that it was just fun to build, it was also a bit of an experiment. I wanted to see if I could make floor planks and roofing planks out of logs, like just rough cut with a chainsaw. So I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. As far as, yeah, it's a structure, but as far as being airtight or bug tight, no, it's garbage. It's no good. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut down a few more trees and mill them to provide the lumber to do all of that. Shh, don't tell all the people that complain about the trees being cut down. And just to put this into perspective, that's where the cabin is now. And that's where the lumber drying shed's gonna go. Just a quick recap. The cabin logs are drying nicely. Everything has turned out better than I could have hoped for. We do have some projects to finish up here. In order to do that, we're going to need to mill some lumber. So I'm bringing out the chainsaw mill. We're going to drop some more trees, mill up some lumber, build a quick shed to dry the lumber in, or at least store it so that it doesn't get all mildewy and nasty. And then we'll finish up this project. And I'm sure Mom's going to have some more things for me to build around here once this gets done. I almost forgot. I know a lot of people were concerned about my spacing above the windows. So let's go check on those right now. Well, doesn't look like that window's about to be crushed anytime soon. Yeah, that one looks all right too. Other than all the solar lights everywhere. And the gapping on that one looks pretty good too. So, cabin logs are drying nicely. Windows aren't getting crushed. I mean, what more could you ask for? I do need to flip this window because when I installed it, I accidentally put it in backwards. Isn't that funny? I thought so too.
Put pork chops in the oven.
Huh?
I put pork chops in the oven.
What?
I put pork chops in the oven.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, looking good, Alex.
Of course it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
What are you doing? Oh, are you going to bug me?
No, not at all. No. Here, you stand up higher. You stand up. Want me to get you something a little longer?
Would you go back to your spot? I'll go back to my spot. I'm okay with being short. I don't have a
No
problem
one
with
says
it.
you're short.
No.
The camera's only filming from here up anyway, so if I go like this,
Look at the nonsense I have to keep putting up with.
why are you squatting? I'm
not squatting.
oh, I'm sorry.
You're pushing it.
Okay.
We're back.
You want to tell everyone, Mom?
No, you tell them. Oh, you're going to talk about the wasp nest?
No, the other
Oh.
thing.
What's the other thing?
All right. Mom's.
You better take this off. I swear. I swear.
What?
It's not funny. Please take this off.
Of course.
Please, Alex.
Of course. Of course. No, come back here. Oh, come back here. Let's start fresh.
Okay.
And action.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Hello, and welcome to another episode. Welcome back to the cabin, everyone.
Yeah, look at it.
Hey, welcome back. We're gonna have more cutting down trees, more building, more solo logging, more logs, more questioning conundrums, more random flexing, more outtakes. Definitely more outtakes. And more Mom.
Hi.
And last but not least, more Coke that's not flat.
Is there something wrong with my hi?
No, you can get high as often as you want. No
No.
one's judging you. Smoke what you want,
Listen.
whenever you want to smoke.
I said hi.
Yeah.
I said hi.
I was worried about the bath salts for a little while, but I'm glad that was just a phase. It's over now. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get to it.